Well, thanks very much for putting me up.
Shut it.
But most of all, I would like to thank you. I would like to thank you for being a friend.
You what?
Oh, sorry, did I say friend there? I meant to say self-suited prick. It's a easy mistake to make in a jail, you know.
That's it, pal. You keep pushing it. You, out!
Thanks for the rest. I can get back to my sordid life of crime now, huh?
You do that. See you again soon, eh?
Well, Benny, 6 months sharing the same cell and we didn't shag each other once. I don't know whether that's an insult or a compliment, you know.
Well, no offence, Ram. You're a vivacious, sexy creature. But in the end, the hole in the map has just edged it, no?
So, what's happening for you now?
A beer, a bird, and a soft, warm bed. You?
Aye, well, exactly the same. Except for the beer, the bird and the soft warm bed, of course.
Well, let's say, Ram, if you're stuck for a job...
Oh, no, you're all right, compadre. It's time we went our separate ways, boy.
Sorry, wife.
You kidding? I want some fun before I get home. Nah, the wife thinks I get out next Tuesday. First of the job, Ram. Crime's a high-res business, so the reward are high too. You get to try sometime.
What? And risk my glittering reputation as a scum icon?
Allow you fly bastard. You get a gig lined up.
Well, as a matter of fact, I've got a job in the catering industry. I pity that poor swine, Ben. Nothing to look forward to but sex, drink, money and freedom. He's never going to know the wholesome pleasures of scraping shite off a plate. $2.50 an hour, you know what I'm saying?
Pot! Pot!
Coming out, here. That bastard fries a pan of chips and thinks he's Marco Pierre friggin' White.
I cannot function in these conditions. I need perfection. Where the hell is it?
Right, here, boys, it's right. The end of another perfect day, eh?
Shut it. I'm a wet rag after a night at the pan.
Hey, listen, I'm actually out of fags. Any chance a wee sub
You'll
till...
get paid at the weekend. But right, you shouldn't even have a job. Lucky for you, I'm a big-hearted bastard.
The social worker actually got me this job, and it is only loyalty to her that stops me from putting him through his own mincer. That and government regulations. No arseholes allowed in the burgers. Hey, well, home time. Well, I'd like to thank you, Dan, for putting me up in your home, you know.
A home? Who needs a home these days, Rob, eh? With all rudderless ships and a black night, tossed by the icy storms of...
Say that.
Oh, sorry. Let us have... music.
We haven't got any music. No since Tweety threw the hi-fi out the window.
Tweety! Tweety!
Ask it, and I get no hormone.
Well, I must say, it's very nice to see you again, son, and be back in the bosom of, well, somebody else's family, actually.
My family's been an evolutionary mistake, Rob. Look at Bridie.
Oh, don't exaggerate, Dan. I mean, look, she's got a pretty face, you know. I mean, let a bit of hair out and you're practically got a human being in your hands, you know. Oh, sorry, no offence to him, you know.
None taking, you balloon-shaped prick. Maybe you tell him.
Look, listen, Dad. Since Bridie and me got evicted out of our own flat, well, this has become our home.
So,
So we don't want it burning down like the last one?
That was special circumstances.
Now, we realise that. Mo had left you for Jamesie.
I don't want that name mentioned in my copy.
Just to get it right, which name? Mary or Jamesie? Oh, well, that's all right, Will. That Jamesie, eh? What a shagger. Imagine ducking your best friend's wife. Oh. You must have felt like shit, eh, Rab?
Dan,
What?
gotta change the record. What was it you were saying over the icy black night again?
Death. It tucks of your elbow like a forgotten friend. First the spirit dies.
No exactly Poe and Lala, are they?
Edgar Allan Poe Mibbies. This use is going to melt my cranium. We're going to have to do something about it. But what? Hello, what? It's Gash. Guess what? Dad's back. And he sends his regards. No?
Well?
Nothing. Line went dead. Oh. You been sticking this cereal up your bum again?
Mrs. Nesbitt, anything wrong?
Oh, no. Just a wee bit unexpected news, you know.
Yeah, have you had any luck with the council yet in finding a place to stay?
I'm afraid not. If I was a Frio pensioner, I would qualify for a solo flat in sheltered housing, you know. Unfortunately, I've been blessed with rude good health and vivacious youth.
Well, this hostel is purely a temporary shelter. You knew that?
Aye. Oh, don't worry, I've found somewhere else. This'll be my last night. Promise.
So do you like them then?
I like them.
Do you think I'd suit them?
Yeah, I think you'd suit them. Ella, let me put it this way. In the 485 years of our marriage, you must have tried on at least 10,000 pairs of earrings. And of all those earrings, this is the one pair that has said to me, "Behold, for I am king of the lugs, other earrings be gone." That is how much I think you'd suit them.
You're not just saying that to shut me up.
What am I, if not an honest man?
A liar.
Ah, well, fair enough. Gonna just buy the bastards and let us go home.
Careful, fella. You're still in probation. Don't forget it.
As if.
Now wait here. I'll be back in a minute.
Jamesie, the joys of married life, eh?
Tell me about it. No, see when we split up, I was unhappy. But I was happier being unhappy than being married. How do you cope with it?
Ugliness and cowardice. Luckily for me, I'm exquisitely unattractive, so no woman in her right mind would look at me twice. And even if she did, I'm such a snivelling fearty, I'd probably run a mile. It's a contemptible condition, but one that suits me very well.
I envy Andrew. Some guys are just born to be married.
Guys like him, for instance.
Oh, Jesus!
Jamesie, you're going to have to face him sometime.
Is that a fact? I dipped a guy's wife. Well, what would you say if I dipped your wife?
Vision Express.
Because you understand, dear. Every little thing I try. Oh, thanks, dear. God bless you. I try to do. You're
Mary.
always there. Ella.
You ruined my stinking life, you poxy bitch. You know that, don't you?
I know.
Good. Well, now that that's settled, fancy a wee bite to eat.
Thanks, Ella.
Leave it. Come on.
Pot! Pot, right here, pal.
Chef,
You call me chef? Take that look at your eye. Do you think I like being a temperamental genius, eh? I don't, but the government glitterati expect it. Hey, sacre bleu, les chips et la jambone magnifique. Oh, for... There's he pump some curry powder in that mince, it's honking. You, smart yourself up. I don't know what smells worse in here, you or that shite in the pot. Honestly, God, I don't know why I let these do-gooders talk me any higher and keek like yous.
No? Let me guess. Could it be something to do with the dirty big fat check you get for the Social Security for doing it? I thought you'd been a genius been able to work that out, you know.
God, take a poke if you want to end up back in the jug. Who knows, maybe you prefer their cooking, eh?
Listen, it was my fault. All right, just let's leave it at it. It's my fault.
That's the spirit. Now, clean the flare, wash the lavies, and check if that omelette pan's hot.
You're a spoon or something?
A spoon? What do you want a spoon for? If it sizzles, it's hot. Yeah, that's hot.
Easy with eating hands, Mary. You'll have the pattern half the plate.
Sorry, Ella, but if there was gravy round the table leg, I'd be eating that as well.
Oh, Mary, how have you fallen so far? Living in a woman's hostel.
This is governed, Ella. Women go there for their holidays. I'm out of them now.
Your house?
Well, we call it a house, we'd be using pretty wide ballpark terminology, you know.
Caravan. Mud hut.
When I said ballpark, I was giving you a clue, Ella. I'm living under a bush in a plain field below the M8. You know me, I've always wanted a garden. Oh, Ella, what am I going to do?
I'll think of something.
You finished?
Aye, that's me finished, pal.
Excellent. Take the rest of the evening off.
Evening off? Do I get paid?
Paid? Oh, aye, right, aye. And there's a sunshine coach waiting at the back to take you to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's downtime on the floor, pal. Sling your hook.
Oh, come on, pal. Come on. I need the dosh.
Is that mere lip? Do you want me to go on the phone to the unit?
No, it's just... No. What am I going to do with free time?
How should I know? What did you do afore the jug?
He's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it.
He's coming!
He's coming!
Well, Jamesie, it was only a matter of time.
I'm no scared of Rab. I know how you handle him.
We'll see.
Carter, you ruined my life. You stole my wife. I went to the jail because of you. You hear me, Carter?
I hear you, Nesbitt.
Well, now I'm back. And I want to settle this thing. How about it?
I'm not scared of you, Nesbitt. If you want to fight, sure. I'd be happy to take you outside and teach you a lesson. Unfortunately, I am blind. A tragic drinking accident robbed me of my sight. Otherwise, I would be willing, nay, delighted, to take you outside and give you a thrashing you'd never forget. Oh, sod it. I'll take you on anyway. Come on, wherever you are. Well, I may be disadvantaged, but I'm still plucky.
So, no sight at all then, Carter?
None whatsoever. Otherwise, I'd...
What?
I'm not blind.
You think I don't know that? You pathetic brat, yeah.
I know.
You want to be ashamed of yourself, boy. Ashamed of yourself.
Well, I suffered too. When Mary walked out, I went 2 weeks without my hole before Ella caved in.
Every one of yous knew. Every bloody one of yous, but not one of you. Not one of you. Had the decency to let on.
We tried to give you subtle hints, Rab.
I pinned that donkey's tail to your arse and dropped them sheep's bollocks in your pint.
Well, I used to think I had friends. But now I know I have no friends in government. Don't you worry about me, boy. Don't you worry about me. Because I will walk alone. I will walk alone.
Rab.
Bridie. Bridie, my man. Take a good look. Take a good look. That's what a friend looks like. Familiarise yourself with a concept, Cotter.
You giving you bother, Rab? You want me to fix him?
No. Come on,
That's no trouble. Here's my card. Make mine Malky. I do a lovely stab. Others are happier between 6 and 7. 2 kneecaps for the price of 1.
How are you, Benny? Always a joker.
No. Oh, what's the matter, Rab? You still slaving in that shite hole? That's no for you. You're a force of nature. You deserve better. Come in with me. Think about it, Rab. And if you change your mind about the Malky...
Aye, no more. I'll let you know.
Rab, welcome back. Two, three.
Welcome back, Rab.
Am I forgiven?
Never. Never. Are you sure Ella's not going to mind you?
Mind? Rab. Ella is from Mars. I am from Penis. Your marriage is death on a plate. What looks like tolerance is actually oozing indifference. So who cares whether anybody minds or no?
Thanks very much. That's fairly put my mind at rest, you know.
I can't wait to get you inside, you big lug.
Just open the door. Just open the door.
Certainly not. Ella, sweetheart, I've brung a house guest. You'll never believe who's back. It's...
Rab?
Hello, Ella.
Hello, Rab.
It's good that we can all sit round the table at last and talk this thing out like adults.
I'd like to start with an apology, Rab.
Me too, Rab. I'm sorry.
You slept with my wife, you bastard. You slept with my wife.
I know that. But if it's any consolation, she was a lousy shag.
Oh, is that?
No, Rab, I didn't mean it like that.
How the hell else can you mean it?
You keep your name out of this, lady.
It's my reputation.
Well, we all know about your reputation.
I'm not going to sit here and take this.
You sit in your ass, lady. If somebody's going to be taking the huff and stomping out, it'll be me. As a matter of fact, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Don't know why I come. In fact, that's me, I'm off.
So is that you away then?
Aye.
Well, how come your ass is still in the chair?
I don't know.
Look, Rab, we can settle this dispute like mature, sensible adults. It's very simple. I shagged your wife. Why don't you shag Ella?
You're not come anywhere near me.
Oh, don't panic. I couldn't get anywhere near you. There's a queue for here at the dog pound.
Look, I'm trying to be enlightened about this. To make us all feel nurtured by getting us all a dip, but oh no.
Look, Rab, the four of us go back a long way. And God knows we've all made mistakes. But it seems to me that the two of us have the most to lose here. If we can't find some common ground, then I'm going to end up back in a hostel and you're going to end up in the couch room in Dan Grogan's house. And that'll be the end of us. Broken marriages are 10 a penny, Rab. I thought yours was worth more than that.
So did I. Until you poked her over here. And again, I suppose there's just some things you've got to live with, ain't there? I did some reading in the jug. Freud says there's always 4 people in a relationship. The 2 people in the bed and the 2 people that they're thinking about.
You studied Freud, Rab?
Ah, well, I didn't actually study it. It was actually an article in Mayfair. I found it behind the system, you know.
Still very impressive, Rab.
Well, I too have been reading lately. I've been studying the collected works of Sting. And he said, if you love somebody, you've got to let them go.
I've never understood that line.
Nor me.
Me neither.
It's simple. If you love somebody, you've got to let them go. To see if they'll come back.
He said that?
Aye, he did.
I tell you, he's no half one deep bastard, that Sting.
Right then. Now that that's settled, why don't we all get pissed, strip to the scuddy and have a wee foursome on the carpet for old time's sake? Worth a shot.
Oh, my God!
No patch on the outside, eh?
Look at my wedding foy and the pictures of the Waynes growing up.
Bernie growing up? What are you talking about? We used to mark his height in the skirting board, for God's sake.
It's no funny, Rab. How could you have done this to our house?
How could I? It's no use. I've got to get this off my chest, right? I mean, I'm not a sophisticated adult.
Oh, no. Have you been slinging me a line all these years?
Don't rip the piss, for Christ's sake. I'm trying to be serious here. I keep seeing pictures. Pictures of you and him.
What pictures? Is he claiming there's Polaroids?
I'm talking mental pictures here. Mental pictures.
Aye, well, I see pictures as well, Rab Nesbitt. So don't get all self-righteous with me. Are you trying to tell me you've never been unfaithful to me?
Never.
Well, for your information, that affair with Jamesie was over before it started. But by the time I came running back here to you, what did I find? Nick Nairn here had barbecued the house.
OK. I was maybe a wee bit immature.
Immature? You know, use your petted lip as a bouncy castle.
Well, if that's the way you feel about it, maybe we better just call a halt to the whole thing right now.
Aye, maybe we better. Because maybe this marriage is as burnt out as this bloody house.
Well, I thought I'd got a wee bit more mileage out of guilt than that, did you know? Mary!
Evening, landlord.
All right, Jamesie.
Rab. All right, Mary. What an ugly pair of bastards, eh? You stick handles on them, use it as Toby jugs and stick them on your mantelpiece. Oh, speaking of vivacious young Vince. How's it gone, hen? You not bored with him yet?
Aye, sure. Why? You want to shag him?
£25 up front, I don't swallow.
No, what I meant was...
We know what you meant. We were just treating you with contempt to pass the time.
Hey, yeah, Norrie, that's modern youth for you. No respect for a harmless old pervert. So, how's Operation Burnout going?
Keep your voice down.
Pretty well, since you ask. See for yourself.
All right, Rab. Hi, Rab.
What's the matter with you? Bar attention. Change your life or something?
That's very funny, Rab. This way.
Put it this way. We work as a team, we'll get the job done quicker, you double-crossing, two-faced bitch that you are.
Aye, zip it, Pampers Chuck. Let's just get on with it.
What's good with
Do you like it, Rab?
Like it? That's like showing for one, isn't it? Did you see this?
Well...
A little bit here.
A little bit there.
And look, Rob, we've even got a scum nostalgia telly as well. Hey, do you remember when we were weans and you couldn't change the channel because the dial kept dropping off?
Ah, you had to use the pliers.
Ta-da!
These are the remote control pliers now, of course, just being the 90s, you know. Say something, Mary.
I can't, Rob. I'm overwhelmed.
There's nothing like cheap working class sentimentality to disguise the fact that our lives are fundamentally bleak and meaningless. That's a...
Jan, you see that cupboard earlier?
Aye.
I'm going to get in it and shut the door. Come on! I think this calls for a wee slight refreshment. What do you think yourself, eh?
I've sorted that too,
Rob, what's the matter? Why not?
It's no you, it's me. It's just... There's something I've got to put to bed before I can put you to bed, sit still, you know.
All right.
Oh, are you still at it? Pots, I said! Give me pots!
What's that here, boss? What else I get you at?
Oh, just a bill, please, Benny.
No charge. Look upon it as a wee housewarming present.
Oh, thanks very much. Normally I prepare a Pyrex set, but, well, this was a lot more fun, you know. Well, we've come a long journey, eh?
We've come a long journey, Rob.
Mary, see the next time you want to shag one of my pals.
Aye.
Going to hide the matches first.
Promise.
A national minimum wage is an aberration of nature.
Rubbish.
Market forces. And market forces alone should determine wage levels. Mark my words, this sort of economic featherbedding will result in higher inflation and do more harm than good to the low-waged and unwaged of our country.
Order! Order! Yes. The Honourable Member for Govan South, Mr. Tommy Pat the Dug Huggett.
With respect, the honourable gentleman is talking shite. Sorry, Hen. He thinks the unwaged are feather-bedded. Let him try living on social security benefit. See how he likes it.
Order! Order! Order!
Very well. Madam Speaker, I accept the honourable gentleman's challenge, and in return I challenge him to find a suitable candidate to exchange lifestyles with me for one full calendar month.
Dear Ella, I am rooked. As I write, the phone has been cut off, the gas has been cut off. Thankfully, the electric... I am up to high jaw with worry. Please, can you lend me some dosh?
Oh, no, that bloody well, for God's sake!
Quick!
About bloody time!
Hey, Santa, can I have a chain set and a rocking horse, please?
And there was me argued in for an inflatable woman to... But you've already got one, haven't you?
I always say to keep a civil tongue in your head, Santa. You're in a fairly vulnerable position.
Rob, quick! The door's coming in! Hit the slate! Hello. Are you here for the scripture class?
Of course. We'll need to make sure that big laddie-dad Tory bastard doesn't get off lightly. We've the image of Govan to consider.
That's why our choice of candidate is paramount. We need to find a scumball who's media-friendly.
Honest, hard-working.
Who embodies the noble virtues of the glorious working class.
Correct. Nah. Let's just find some nutter to shite these Chesterfields. What was that?
All right.
What do you think? Think he'd do it?
Do it? Look at him. For 10 pence and a toffee apple, he'd eat his own young.
My sole aim is to prove that state benefits are adequate to provide for health, welfare and a nutritious diet. And here was me thinking it was just a cheap publicity stunt as well.
Oh, shame on you, Norrie.
Yes, I remember I once cherished certain political dreams myself.
3 in a bed romps with Edwina Curry and her daughter.
A very dream.
Edwina Curry's got a face like a horse.
I know. But there's something about a bird with a feed bag on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Welthorpe should be looking in here soon. His agent said he'd be doing a Meet the People tour about now.
I was wondering what our attitude should be if he tries to pally up with us.
Well, I think we should be fair-minded about it. If he buys us drink, we'll lick his ass. If he doesn't, we'll shag and eat him. Agreed?
Agreed.
Good afternoon, everyone. Tony Welthorpe. Can I buy you all a drink?
Nice, eh? Welcoming. Well, he needs a moat, a drawbridge and a vat of boiling oil. I feel like the bloody exorcist done in here. Oh, what am I talking about? It's a nice middle-class family, isn't it? I mean, they're not going to judge people by appearances, are they?
Remember, children, if we like the look of him, he can stay in the house. If not, there's a bed made up in the stables.
Hello there!
I hope you'll be comfortable here, Mr. Nesbitt.
Oh, don't you worry about me. Just take me out for a canter round about 6. Then I usually nip down the blacksmith's about 10 o'clock to get re-hoofed, you know.
Re-hoofed?
It's a wee joke. I'm making light of a potentially awkward situation. It's called social etiquette, you know.
I see. Sorry.
I don't know why the hell I bothered. I should have just shit in the living room carpet when I arrived and put them at their ease, you know.
Don't you like muesli, Mr. Nesbitt?
No, you're all right. Once you get used to the idea you put it in your mouth and you don't re-grout the kitchen with it, you kind of relax into the concept, you know. I'm being unpleasantly sarcastic. In Glasgow, that passes for humour.
Oh, I see. Sorry. Well, I really ought to get going. I'm taking my husband's surgery this morning in his absence. I must admit I'm pretty nervous about it.
Well, I often ask my wife to nick down the boogies when I'm not there, but remove somebody's appendix?
It's political surgery.
Oh, sorry. That was ignorance as opposed to humour on my part. You'll get to know the subtle difference. All right, Tiger? What the hell is that ramming?
That's Chloe's violin.
Dear God. I actually had a burst pipe and a sing-a-len in Burndike Street that sounded a bit like that. But you know we better getting yourself a plumber as opposed to a violin teacher. They're a bloody sight cheaper. And you'd end up with a sweeter sound, eh, Chloe?
I'm sorry, the children are a little nervous with strangers.
Well, if it's any consolation, they've a queer effect on me, too.
Well, that's a pity. I was hoping I could trust you to look after them. It's Mrs. Morris's day off.
I see. So that has to be my role at the cutting edge of government, eh? The politician's wife.
In a way. If so, I hope you find the sex better than I do.
Humour, right?
Am I laughing? See you later.
Well, are we just going to sit here gawping at each other? Are we going to indulge in the miracle of speech, eh? Tell you what, you want a sweetie? Eh? Wait, see, I've got some lucky bag. Look. Mega boy and mega girl. What do you say, eh? Eh? All right, you've convinced me. You're the Chucky twins. Use yourself. Oh, that's your fag. Do your father know you smoke?
Are you kidding? He hardly even knows our names. Can I ask you a question, please?
Sure.
Are you proper scum, or are you just working class? Toby!
No, you're all right. No, I am, in actual fact, authentic scum. You can tell that by my aftershave. Impetigo by Chanel. Why do you ask? Is it just because you're a stuck-up wee middle-class bastard?
No, he's the reverse. He won't speak to anyone who's not working class. It's his oasis complex.
That's not true. I admire Nick Leeson. He embezzled £6 million.
Nick Leeson? In the name of God, what happened to your innocence? When I was your age, I used to admire simple souls like cowboys, you know. People living about wiping out Indians and hanging people for... On second thoughts, just stick with Nick Leeson. Why shatter their youthful idealism, you know? It's a different world altogether, isn't it? This middle class carry on, isn't it? I mean, you may see this. Look. A fruit bowl, right? A fruit bowl containing, wait for it, fruit. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to play the Tiny Tim card here or anything, but see in Scum World, I mean, a fruit bowl is for containing everything else but. See, when I was young, I used to think Kirby grips and gas bills was fruit. All my friends step this way. Wait to see this. Look, cakes, hundreds of them. I mean, see in Scumland, cakes were lucky to make it to the table, far less the cupboard. I mean, your mother come in with a full bag of shopping, and by the time she was hijacked in the lobby by the children, well, she was lucky if she made it to the table clutching the handbag handle. You know what I'm saying? Dear God, you can't help thinking how things might have been different if we all had access to the great middle-class wonders of cake and fruit. All right, Toby, son. That's right, son. You stick into your homework, because I'll tell you, education is the passport to a better life. Oh, what's your man? You need a wee hand.
Thanks. What's the coefficient of linear expansion? What were the main gains and losses of the Peninsular Wars? The principal export of Malaysia?
I tell you, see all this book learning? Oh, it's a load of crap, son. It's a load of crap, because it's never made a blind bit of difference to me in my life. And there you are. I could have sworn I had a dick before I come down here. A wounded fawn in the abattoir of life. This will be more my level.
Come in.
What's that you're giving us now, eh? Is that Concerto in E by Dynarod?
Miss Smith, I know I'm not very good, but with patience and practice I'll improve. And if you must make comments on my playing, I'd rather they were encouraging ones.
Oh, sorry, it's just a scum thing, you know. Find somebody doing something different, will you grind their confidence into dirt in order to...
Encourage them?
Oh, don't be so touchy. Never did me any harm, did it? All right, well, fair enough, that's a bit of a bad example, but I mean, I've got kids of my own, and I mean, I've never done encouraging them.
Where are they now? At university?
Well, no, they're no, actually. One of them's in the jail, and the other one's on Planet Hash. I've nothing to reproach myself about, you know, because I have given them every chance in life. Every chance. I sleep very easy in my bed at night. Don't you worry about me. Oh, yes, very easy. Don't you worry about that. Gash, it's time, son. I can't sleep.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. What do you want?
Listen, son, can I ask you something? Have I encouraged you in life?
Well, you're not turning sentimental, are you? Either you're pissed or...
I'm trying to be supportive, you cheeky wee bastard that you are. What exactly is it you're doing for a living these days, son?
I peddle soft drugs.
Oh, I see. Well, you stick in, and maybe one day you'll be peddling hard drugs. Put your mother when I want to speak to her.
Oh, Ma, it's Da.
Oh, tell him I can't come to the phone now. Tell him Tony's raising my consciousness.
Hey, Da, Ma says she can't come to the phone. That patronising wank's raising her consciousness. I'll ask her. Oh, Ma!
What?
Da says does raising your consciousness involve lowering your knickers?
Honestly, Tony, children, eh? Sometimes they just need a right good bow for the chip pan, don't they? Anyway, you were saying about the imperative of elitism.
Oh, sod elitism. Just tell us who fairly was dipping up the hunt ball. Come on.
Oh,
Well, no, ladies, I shouldn't. But since you are...
No offence, Da. I'd love to stone here talking shite to you, but some of us have got a work ethic. Cheerio!
Can't live without me, eh? All right, Joe.
What do you want?
Well, a T-registered Volvo and 50k a year when they go amiss, but in the absence of that, I wouldn't mind a wee glass of your Vimto.
It's not Vimto, it's red wine.
I suppose that'll do at a push, you know.
Help yourself.
Oh. What's that you're reading?
Fiscal policy for the years 1991 to 97.
That's a cracker, that. I read that in the beach at Largs. I'll not spoil the ending.
Mr. Nesbitt, did you want something?
Well, I would have thought that was kind of fairly obvious. I mean, short of me bringing you your slippers and offering you a paw. Just kind of looking for a wee bit of company, no?
I'm sorry, I'm up to my eyes and very nearly out of my depth.
Well, maybe I could help you.
All right. Let's see, shall we? What do you know about the proposed new ring road encompassing planning agreements and selective tendering?
Well, you were rusty on that.
Comparative pensions?
Oh, what is it?
Work permits?
Maybe I'll just slip by the stable, you know.
The Social Security Act, 1974?
Is that pre-revision or established?
Pre-revision, I think.
Paragraph and subsection?
2 and E.
Oh! Invalidity benefits and entitlements. That old chestnut. It's quite simple, actually. In the case of your long-term claimant, you mind if I sit down?
That'd be my guest.
Oh, yeah. Let the dog see the rabbits, that style, you know. What seems to be the trouble?
Yes, I'm sure communities like Govan have many virtues, but frankly, thrift and self-discipline are not among them.
So that's why you want to introduce gas ovens for the long-term unemployed?
You are misquoting me. I don't think I said gas ovens. No, I did not say gas ovens.
Be fair, Mary. He said Agas.
Whose side are you on?
His. Tell us more about the Luftwaffe, Tony. I just loved the full-length leather coats, didn't you?
Now, you see, Hitler was misunderstood.
So are you, sweetheart. I can see it in your eyes.
You're a very perceptive woman, Mrs. Cotter.
Yes, I do flatter myself that I've been allowed insight into the hidden sanctums of the human heart. It's the upside of being married to a dog turd.
I've had enough of this.
Mary, wait! What are you doing?
Look, I'll get straight to the point. Do you want a ride, or don't you?
Oh, with you? My God, what a horrible thought.
Mary! Mary, don't be so headstrong.
Why, will you have me shot and mounted? Is that what you did to your wife?
My wife isn't in your league. Oh, she's well-bred, yes, but she's timid, reserved. You're feisty, outspoken. You're a...
Better off.
Well, I was going to say force of nature.
Well, before we go dancing round the gypsy campfire, let's get one thing straight. I don't like you. I don't like who you are, and I don't like what you stand for.
Mary.
Oh, and if you want to see a force of nature, then you just put your hand in my arse like that when my man's around. This is strictly business.
Oh, sod you then. Let's go home.
Taxi! Taxi nothing. You are on a strict budget. Where's your middle-class thrift? Your self-discipline? You'll walk, fella, and like it.
I've never been spoken to like that in my life.
Well, and I don't suppose you like it either.
On the contrary, I've got a stiffy.
Are you sure you're doing the right thing?
Look, it's his last night here. I want to do something special. I want to go to that premiere, and if I don't go with Rab, who should I go with?
Your husband.
Our father.
Carl is old-fashioned.
Now look.
Yes. Look.
Well, that's just to go to the pictures, eh?
Well, not quite the pictures. It's a digitally remastered relaunch of a neo-realist classic. Rab, you look...
I know, like a bouncer out of bonkers disco.
Oh, shall we?
Well, maybe later, but you don't think we should go to the pictures first? Quick, though. That must be a sandbag.
What is it?
Half bottle of Bridie. It's just that government premiers usually frisk the guys for wetness before they begin, you know. All right, Chief. I know fine well we're not going to get frisked, Chief. Well, posh birds like a bit of danger, don't they? Oh, there you go, Tell you what, this Disney have bring back some memories.
Memories? Have you been to a premiere before?
No, but I've been in many a line up Naughty Street, Nick. This is on your mobile. I need to phone my solicitor.
Here comes the charity patron.
Jenny, my dear, how are the family?
Very well, thank you, Rafe. Can I introduce...
Lord Lard of Gyro Valley.
Do I know your people?
Depends. Do you do prison visits?
Well, Rab, this is your last night.
Aye. If you don't get mugged or buggered gazing at the stars, there'll be cause for rejoicing, eh?
Do you know London well?
I actually ran away here when I was 16. Used to eat chips out of litter bins. Slept in the lavies at Paddington Station. It's the nearest thing I've ever had to a romantic interlude.
And now you're back.
Aye. I meant to say, I like your get-up.
Thanks. The dress is Donna Karen, the shoes are Patrick Cox.
Nicer that me lend you their cast-offs, eh? Never mind, I'm wearing your man's suit.
They're designer labels.
I know that. Just... I suppose trying to hide my embarrassment at being...
Happy?
When you go as far as that.
Try.
Well, I don't know if I should. I mean, I'm on the verge of making an ass of myself here. I mean, after all, you're another man's wife. I'm another woman's husband.
Let's forget about labels. In my experience, happiness isn't an ongoing situation. It's just a jumble of odd moments scattered down the years.
So, are we having a moment here?
It's up to you.
Imagine me snogging a posh bird, eh? See if my balls were as lucky as this in the midweek lottery. My life would be complete.
Good night.
Right.
Good night.
See when you get right, don't you? A shag is just a shag. But a moment, you always have.
What are you two doing in here?
Guess.
Didn't trust me, eh?
He's a nice enough man, but in the end, he isn't one of us, is he?
No.
How could you? For my own wife to behave so irresponsibly and with that piece of vermin. Do you realise how much this has harmed me? I'm having to call in favours to exercise some damage limitation. Just you wait till I get home, I'll...
Don't worry about it, Tony. Times like these, we need to put party differences aside.
Is there anything you can do?
He's scum, isn't he? He'll be screwing the social blagging gas meres. I'll ask around. We're bound to get him on something.
My villa on the Algarve's particularly welcoming this time of year.
Noblesse oblige. It's the British way, Tony. You ready?
Oh, it's getting more and more stressful being an executive nowadays, isn't it? I need to be relieved 3 or 4 times a day now.
Welcome home, Dad. Business as usual, eh?
Shut it, you. This is the nearest thing I've had to a touch-up since I left. Once you got me.
What is it this time? Fraud or stolen property?
Non-payment of fines. God alone knows how they fun it.
Aye, I could hazard a fair guess.
Frankly, since I've been here, I've seen absolutely...
Big laddie-da bastard. They get away with it every time.
No, every time. Mind on wee half ounce of skag?
The one you lost?
Aye. Want me to tell you where I lost it?
Only a month ago.
Control of your dog, please.
Thank you very...
Get off.
Thank you very much. I expressed in the house only a month...
What are you doing? Do you know who I am?
Don't worry. I think I get the picture.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tony. He deals his feather beddings. Let's see how you make it with a plate of porridge and an arsehole at the Channel Tunnel, eh? Aye, very good.
Let that MP be a lesson to you. It doesn't matter who you are in life. If you do wrong, God will make you suffer.
God? I mean, don't talk.
Don't spoil it for her. Come on. Let's go home and we can watch Crime Lodge.
At this rate, we'll be on it.
Well, we can dream, can't we? Come on.
Is it hurting, Rab?
Aye, it's hurting.
Just get through it. Try and get some sleep.
Try and get some sleep. Just wait. Just let me write that gem of inspiration down, just in case I forget, you know. Just try and get some... What was the last wee bit again, Doctor?
Rab, it'll be better in the morning. I promise.
Morning. The morning is light years away from where my arse is currently parked. It's all right for you lying there with your full set of discs and your healthy sheen of animal fatness. A different bloody story if you had a back like a Bosnian battlefront. You wouldn't be so bloody chumpy then, lady, would you? Would you, eh? There are times in the great war of life where I think all optimists should be taken out and shot as cowards. Just get through it, she says. You don't have any bloody choice. Painkillers, eh? Smart bastards. You'd wonder how they actually find the pain, though, wouldn't you? I mean, it's not as if they come with a street guide or not, you know. Straight up Kidney Street, down Spleen Avenue until you get to a roundabout. But it's not actually a roundabout, it's more like a quarter lager and a half-eaten fish supper kind of stuff, you know. Actually, maybe that's why it takes so long to find the pain. Maybe that's why it takes them so long to work. See what I mean? See if I was a painkiller, actually, I'd just go straight to the napper, straight to the heat. Because if he was scum, he's bound to have a hangover, isn't he? Hey. Jeez, it's going to be a long night, I'll tell you that. Oh! Oh! You dirty, twisted, bark-stabbing swine and no mercy, pain, bastard, pain in the arse that you are. I'm going to fight this. I am going to fight this. It is not going to beat me. This is not going to beat me. Last will and testament of Rabsiness. To my darling DSS, I leave my wife and 2 sons. My son Bernie, I leave my bad attitude. To my wife, Mary. What am I going to leave Mary? My wife, Mary. Look at her. The face that lunched 1,000 chips. See if it was within my power, I would give that woman everything. Everything. Gas bill, electric bill, provident bill. Serve a bitch right, eh? Mind you, we haven't half been through some stuff together, her and I. Look at her. All she ever wanted was to get married and be happy. Suppose 1 out of 2 is no bad for one of those years. God alone knows why she chose me, I'll tell you. I mean, I know she's a hound now, but in her day, she could have had her pick,
That's it. Do it for me.
Come on, sweetheart. Watch this. Is that all right for you, doll?
Perfect. Just how I like it, Gary.
I'm actually going to have to get the dream divorce lawyers on her. Slag.
Oh, yes, Gary. Just how I like it. There's one thing about Nirvana, Gary. Every day is a fine washing day. Come, let us move amongst the drones. One sees from one's scooping, Gary, that you assume that one's arse was born to this bed of roses. Not so. Toblerone? Well, it might surprise you to learn that one is actually shite from Keek Street. Fortunately, one had a dirty big win in the midweek lottery. Personal trainers? Do these come with a big sign that says, "Don't laugh, I'm being ironic"? Well, get them to bugger it out of my sight, then. It's hard to be tongue-in-cheek when one's a impetigo. What are you doing here? You tell me it's your fantasy. What do you mean, fantasy? Who's that with you? Use your loaf. It's a dream, isn't it? It's bound to be symbolic. Oh, stop it with all the dream stuff. It isn't a dream. What's your name, hen? She's me. She wants me to go back with her. No, I want to stay here. I don't want to go back. No, don't make me come back. I don't want to go back. No. Oh, bugger it. Back. Right, we're next. Acapulco.
Gash! Son!
What do you want?
Not you for a start, so you can relax. I'm looking for my boy. Take it he's no here.
Gash? No, I'd have noticed Diggy's very good head.
I don't blame him. At least when he's doing there, he doesn't have to look at your face, does he? Where are you, Will?
I don't know. Have you tried the west wing of the house or the conservatory?
I'll check the bins. Gash! 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 queer thing tonight, isn't it? Makes you kind of want to rip off all your clays and run through the gardens bollock naked and finish the whole thing off with a right good ham shank, isn't it? Isn't it? No? Just me then, eh? Gash?
Jamesie! All right, kid. Where are you off to? Clubs are opening. Just going my work. You?
I couldn't sleep, no. So I thought I'd dip her up Sonnet Street, but her man came back early off her rigs.
You lucky?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. If he'd been a better shot, my boys would have been sprayed all the rubber patch. See you.
Rab! Phone, Rab!
Hey, I hear it. I hear it. But it might as well be the other side of the bloody Amazon. Answer it yourself, you big slumbering midden that you are.
Hello? Ella? What is it?
I'm sorry for ringing so late, Mary. I didn't get you out of bed, did I?
No, you got me out of coma. What's wrong?
Oh, I can't sleep, Mary. It's TBC.
That bastard caught her?
Correct. He's out in the dip again. Mary, I'm bitterly unhappy.
Ella, you were bitterly unhappy yesterday. You're going to be bitterly unhappy tomorrow. Can you not just keep it on hold for another 6 hours? Then we can wallow in it over a bottle of Thunderbird.
I just want shot him. I don't think me heartless, but do you know anything about quicklime?
Ella, are you phoning me for a sun-kissed beach in the Pacific coast?
No.
Well, we've obviously got a cross planet. Cheerio.
Cheerio. That bastard caught her. He's out in the dip. I just want shot him. Shot him. Shot him.
Oh, buggeration. I'm coming. Ah! Who is it?
Open the door.
That door is not getting opened until you can prove who you are.
Here.
What is it?
My outpatient's card for the VD clinic. All right, Rab. I was just passing and I wondered if... Right.
There you go.
Thanks, Rab. You have no idea how much I appreciate this. I have been the victim of a cruel and heartless twist of fate.
I see. Who you dipping?
Rab, it's got nothing to do with sex.
You her up Sonnet Street?
Aye. How did you know that?
A man standing outside your door now with a shotgun. You bastard. So if he hasn't enough trouble with it, you adding to his bloody misery.
Oh, I see. Just 'cause I dip a guy's wife, suddenly it's all my fault.
Dip my wife and all. And don't you think I forgot it?
You don't know the meaning of the word compassion, do you? Don't you realise I am suffering from a complex modern malady?
Aye, but the clinic gives you a cream for it.
I don't want to alienate you with medical jargon. But there's a name for people who are addicted to sex.
Dirty bastards.
Doctors call it studism. And I have to face up to the fact that I'm a stud. There, I've said it.
Oh, I meet, eh? I've actually got handsomeness. It's a swine, but I mean, you just got to cope with it, you know. I mean, don't talk shite, you pathetic, self-deluded swine, yeah.
Trust me, Rab. I have consulted with some of the finest medical minds the Sunday papers have to offer. And they all say the same thing.
Have a bath?
It's psychological. Rab, I don't want to touch on painful memories, but mind you, one time I dipped your Mary?
What about it?
Well, and by the way, I was not in top form that night. No, although she begged me for more, I said, no, you're no...
What about it?
Well, psychologically speaking, I wasn't dipping Mary. I was dipping you.
Dipping me? That's it. Don't say any more. I'm getting pictures here. I'm getting pictures.
You know why?
No. Why?
Because I envy you. You know the fulfilling joy of fatherhood, whereas I have to settle for meaningless, rampant sex.
It can't be easy.
It's not easy, Rab. And that is why the next time you hear about me being out in the dip, you can put people straight. You can tell them, don't think bad about Jamesie. It's not his fault. He's doing it for me. Thank you, my friend. And I am proud to call you friend. You see what I'm driving at, don't you, Rab?
Yes, James.
Good. So I can go out and tell that band pot with a shotgun it wasn't me that dipped his wife, it was you.
No, James. I'll make your bed up in the settee.
Worth a shot.
Excuse me. Excuse me, can you hear me? What are you doing here? I cannot speak, and I am Mutt and Jeff. Mutt and Jeff? Oh, deaf. But why do you write in rhyme and slang? Also, I am Cockney. Knees up, knees up. Don't get the breeze up. Aye, very good. Listen, I think I know the answer to this, but why are you here? I'm here to murder your husband. Aye, fair enough. But do you fancy a wee cup of tea and a biscuit while you're waiting?
What? Is there something the matter?
It's a pain, Jim. It's a pain. It just keeps going and going and going. It just never stops, Jim. It's doing my brain in.
I know what you mean. I'm the same with my studism. Sometimes I look at starving African guys or cancer victims on the telly, and you know what? I envy them. Right, without going into the gory details, just what is your problem?
Oh, it's my back. It's the nagging.
Rab, stop! You're making me sick. Is there nothing you can take for it?
Oh, take it in you bloody well like. Sometimes it just doesn't work, you know. Sometimes you can actually trick it. What am I talking? You can trick it.
Trick it?
Aye. You know, body swell, get the hips way. Think of something that is bigger than the pain.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know, ain't you like? The origins of the universe, that's usually good for a blank half hour.
I've got nothing to say about the universe. It minds its business, I mind mine.
Well, what do you think? You think there's life on other planets?
What do I care? Most nights are not even life in my living room. But it's all right talking about things like that with your boys, but beyond a certain age, it just gets, well, poofy.
Poofy? We're only talking about man's origin in the cosmos here, but I'm not trying to stick my hand in your trousers for that.
Well, I'd rather you did stick your hand in my trousers than interfere with my mind.
I mean, you see on the telly, what about Mars?
Oh, don't Mars me, I saw the photos. A lump of rock in a frozen wasteland. It was like lads without the ice cream vans.
You know your trouble, Quatter. You are just too fierce to think.
Do you blame me? What's your point of having a brain round here? It's like having the only dick in a donut factory. I'm awake.
Look in your pen, plus out that bathroom cabinet in your road back.
Is it for your back?
No, I'm going to get a knitting needle and pierce both my earlobes and use them as drop earring. Get.
Oh, guns are breathtaking things, aren't they? Mind that huge big magnum Clint Eastwood had in Dirty Harry? For a long time, I thought of that as the child I'd never had. Of course, I was on medication at the time. More tea? Is she causing you a lot of misery in your life? How much misery on a scale of 10? There. Keep your voice down. If it's any consolation, I too know the pain of love gone shitey. Many years ago I had a previous love. He adored me. So naturally I got bored and chucked him. At the time, he swore he'd kill himself if I left. But a week later, I sees the lying bastard walking round Safeway, quite the thing. Fair enough, his wrists were bandaged, but it just goes to show you. You can't trust people, can you? I don't quite know why I told you that. I suppose I wanted you to know that I'd actually won a love match, just in case you thought it was easy. Once we've shagged.
Gash!
Is that you back, Gash?
Yes, yes, that's me home from my neurosis class, pet. Time for a wee cuddle, eh?
Oh, Carter! What the bloody hell did I get? Police! Police! Something in the police! Ah! Get police!
I'm asleep. I'm asleep. Oh.
Look, I don't care what he says I'm going to call the police.
Just wait a minute. Now, just hear him out first. Hear him out.
Please don't call the police. It wasn't my fault.
Who else's fault could it have been?
Rabs.
Phone the police.
You stop. You interfered with my mind. You abused me, so I abused her. And a terrible pattern was struck up that was passed on down the generations. That's the way it is with us victims. Call Childline Hen. Give them both their names.
There are no prisoners taken when you are fighting for your skin, boy.
Especially when it says foreskin. Those things that you go mental.
Oh, come on. Now, what is the point of telling Gash? I mean, there's no harm been done. Just get Brer Rabbit to apologise to him and forget about the whole thing.
What, just like that? Does he not realise he's a pathetic old jerk that no woman under 50 would take into her bed except for a bet or to test out her cholera jab?
Well, that's a very fair point, but... Well, you must admit, he does quite well with the fat birds, doesn't
Don't start me.
All right, I'm sorry. If it is a crime to love women too much, then Jamesie Cotter apologises.
Love woman? You assaulted me?
Oh, well, if you're going to split hairs...
Look, son, man went... What happened to your heat?
Wee accident at work. Was expanding my consciousness, must have overdone it. The next thing you know, my brain burst out my napper. Carry my way out of the street. But that's showbiz. How about yourselves?
Oh, David, quiet.
I set for your bobbering, eh, Da? Eh, it's a queer thing, that. You wouldn't think a spineless bastard could get a bad back. Hey, what you doing here? Borrowing a cup of penicillin?
It's very amusing, kid. No, I had a small dispute with a guy over personal boundaries. As a result, he's outside there wanting to blow my head off with a blunderbuss.
Aye, with any luck, you'll start with your bows and work up to your feet.
Aye, well, I must have got pissed off waiting, because he's not there now. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, we started a new music festival for people just like yous. It's called DT in the Park.
See the joy you're missing?
All he needs a hair shirt and you've got a full set. Yeah. Going to take a swatch out of that window and see if that Tweedledum with the shotgun's away right enough.
No sign.
That's the sun coming up. Right, I better get home. Don't want Ella to be worried, you know.
Here. I'm going to leave it in your frame. One.
There you go, pal.
Cheers, pal. Saved my life.
Snap. See you, pal.
I see you.
Ella, I'm sorry, but we'd run out of St. John's wort and there was a hell of a cutie all-night herbalist. Oh, no. Wait a minute, pal.
In the name of God, what have you done?
I'm all right.
Oh, come on. I'll get you an ambulance. I'll get you up the hospital.
Hospital, Rab. Bugger that. Look.
Who's that?
Daft bastard went and blew his own heat off. He's going away up Sonnet Street, because his wife will either be cock a hoop or she'll be horrified. But either way, she'll be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Here up. You can't beat starting the day off with an early morning dip. You know what I'm saying? Cheer up.
That is the best sleep I've had in years. See, they pills are marvellous. Where is everybody? What a waste. Look, Yous have missed the best part of the day.
Well, I tell her, how will you?
Ella. My fault, Ram. How was I supposed to know Ella was going to give me a surprise birthday party?
Well, you weren't, that's the whole point. So you were caught spanking the monkey, red face fine, neck case please. Something like that. Wish these buggers would hurry up.
I just don't know why people can't be more tolerant. Some men love other men. Some men love their mothers. I love melons. People shouldn't knock a thing before they've tried it. You don't need to snog a melon, do you? Or take it out to dinner.
Well, 'cause for most folk, melon is dinner, and that's the end. I mean, you know, that's all there is to it, you know.
Aye. But even scum like us can afford to run to a bit of fruit wrap. You see, a melon, brown paper bag is like a mink coat. In fact, the more I mull it all, the more I think I should be hanging about with exotic produce more often. We should take a wee stroll up Safeways and...
Jamesie, you could set up home with a hand of bloody bananas for all I care. Now, this here is the most important matter in my life at the minute, and I just quite like to compose myself. You know what I'm saying?
What's the big deal? It's just...
Mr. Nesbitt, I'm ready for you now.
The snip.
104, 105. Oh, is that it? That's it.
Can I have a look?
Of course.
Oh my God, it's covered in hair.
What?
I'm just kidding. She's a wee peach.
She? At least I get something right in my life, eh, Gash?
She certainly did, Pet. Now, can we get rid of that third year, or is that there for keeps?
Eh?
Hey, that'd be a good name for her, wouldn't it? Bastard Nesbitt.
Don't be daft. She's a lassie, ain't she? Bastard Days. Come here to your mammy, Bastard Days.
There you go. Hey, she's beautiful. Ain't she, wee peaches?
Oh, she's gorgeous, isn't she? You can just eat her all up.
Well, you can if you like, because we're fed up with her already.
Aye, leave the bones for the midden and we'll get a canary instead.
Yes. You not thought of a name for her yet?
Aye, well, we were going to call her after my sister, but the Wicked Witch of the West seemed a bit of a mouthful.
So we decided to go for something that reflects our fun-loving lifestyle. Da, what do you reckon to Speed?
Speed? It's a female, innit? But crack no be more appropriate.
Shut it, if you can't say anything pleasant, then don't say anything at all.
It's all right by you, lady. You're not sitting here using your balls for a cushion.
Don't be so dramatic. It was only the snip.
Oh, aye. For a man, it's a snip. It's a music-hall joke. But if it happens to a woman, it's sterilisation and they're counselling for 40 years. All amounts to the same thing, though, doesn't it? Game over. I am now a weed in the herbaceous border of life.
Oh, cheer up, Da. I've got spunk enough for both of us.
Oh, you stop that language in front of the Wayne.
As a matter of fact, we have thought of a name.
Have you? What is it?
Peaches.
Peaches? Peaches Nesbitt?
Hey, what do you reckon, Da?
Well, you may as well keep it in the family. After all, our grandfather's got balls like plums.
Exactly, grandfather. Now, you're going to come over here and see your granddaughter.
I'd need a bloody chairlift to get her that flare in you. Anyway, I've seen newborns before. Face like an arse, shite at one end, dribbles at the other.
She's a lovely wee lassie.
Well, in that case, shite at both ends once she starts to talk.
Don't you worry about him, Hen. He's just a bitter old has-been at the fag end of life.
Aye, with cojones like 2 prunes in a string bag. Now, listen, Mo. Any chance of you looking after her for a couple of hours? It's just Bridie's pals have laid on a wee celebration bevy for us.
Aye, and my dad's going to be there, so we don't want to take any chances. He's never been into prepubescence, but after a few pints he's been known to pour jam down his trousers and kneel in the dog basket. Know what I'm saying?
Aye, all right, I catch your drift. On you go. Me and your dad look after her. We've had plenty of practice.
Aye. Thanks, Mo. Let's go. Oh, watch now. Sorry, Da. Couple of raisins on the carpet there. I didn't want to step in them in case you got shooting pains, no?
Cheerio. Yeah. Oh, Rab. She's lovely. I can't wait to show her off. You want to nip round with me, Ellis?
No.
Want to come round to Andrews?
No.
Aye. Come to think it, everybody'll probably be in the pub.
Get my jacket.
Look, everybody! Gash's new baby. Oh, she's beautiful. Isn't she gorgeous?
Look, everybody! Rab's new vasectomy!
Bottom line, Nesbitt. Was it sore?
Well, for the first couple of years, it's like as if you've stood in the way of an Alan Shearer free kick, but apart from that, I've no pain at all.
And tell me, Rab, is it back to normal?
Oh, yes. Pee up high was, pick your bum out, all the old favourites. Anything else?
I think what the small honey monster meant, Rab, was... Can it dip?
Dip? Well, as you know, I'm a married man, so appropriate test conditions have not yet arisen, but speak to me, Roon, about the next World Cup. If we qualify, and I'll furnish you with an answer.
No, that's merry pub banter, Rab. The boys have turned serious now.
What do you mean?
We need answers, Rab. After all, you're our guinea pig at the cutting edge of dick technology.
Well, you go today, Nesbitt. We go tomorrow.
Aye, maybe even tonight.
Rab?
What?
How's your balls?
Well, you should know you had them last. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be in this position today.
What, resting in your own home with a brand new gorgeous wee granddaughter? I know, Spartacus isn't in it, is he? Look, do you want a cup of tea?
Aye, It's the least you can do. 2 sugars and 4 Viagras. I'm going to dip you until it glows tonight, lady.
That's it, Rab. You just keep that charm coming, eh? It's always melted my drawers off in the past, ain't it?
Bitch. Mary? Mary? All right. I'm your Grandpa Rab. And if you can cope with that without pissing yourself, you'll do for me, eh? Oh, you're an ugly wee bastard, aren't you? Mind you, I was ugly when I was your age, you know. Look at me now, eh?
Rab?
What?
Just bringing your tea, that's all.
Right.
What are you doing up with the pram?
Well, I was whimpering. I just went up and gave it a look, as if I was going to bat it in the jaw, you know. I shouldn't have.
Look at it past you. Oh, look, Rab, that's 2 o'clock and they're no back yet. I'm going to take my tea into my bed. Going to watch the waiting for us.
What?
Oh, well, if it's too much trouble, don't bother.
No, there's enough whining coming for that pram without you joining in. There you go, bugger off.
Thanks, Rab. They shouldn't be too long.
Me back again. Bitches, eh? Bitches, Nesbitt, eh? Can you believe it?
Oh. In the name?
What's the matter?
Look what she's got for a bottle.
Don't mention her tea.
Some babysitter your Ma is.
Ma? That's no Ma. That's Big Eat the Breed. You know what? I think he likes her.
How's she sleeping these days?
Great.
Oh, he hits the pillow and that's her away.
Oh, do you hear that, Rab? Is that no marvellous?
Oh, aye. A week old and she can shut her eyes and dribble. Jeez, I've been doing that all my life. I hope I put it in my CV, though.
Go on, Moy. Come on, what'd you say?
I don't know.
Just for a couple hours till we go and see the spook about the christening.
The spook? What spook?
Satan's servant. Beelzebub's brother. Well, we've got to bring her up to worship the devil and all his works. There'll be no mention.
No.
Just for the first 20 years, then we'll step back and let her make up her own mind.
Oh, my God.
It's a wind up, you daft bitch.
Yes. Oh, where you go, the Perry? Hurry up.
Ah, cheers, Ma.
Crap. I've got a dirty big washing to do and I've all the messages to get in going to watch the waiting for us.
How can I? I'm getting up to the hospital and my balls looked at.
What for?
Well, all being well, they'll shine them up with brasso, you know. I mean, that's the whole object of the exercise, isn't it?
Oh, would you stop feeling sorry for yourself? I had to look after the contraception for years, didn't I?
Crossing your legs and shouting "shod off" hardly falls into the same anatomical league, does it?
Look, I'm not going to argue with you. Are you going to look after the Wayne you know?
No.
I don't know. Your very own brand new gorgeous wee granddaughter, eh?
Oh, all right.
Thanks, Rab.
Are you in for mere tight-ass pills? All right, Ellen.
Hello, Rab. Good to see you there.
Yes, you back again, eh? Yogurt treatment still not working.
All with the joker, eh, Rab?
Mr. Nesbitt?
That's me, boss. That's me. Oh, by the way, if any of you are in for a vasectomy, don't bother your arse. They're pish. I had one last week and look what happens. spend the money on a holiday and a right good ham shank. That's my advice.
When you're ready, Mr. Nesbitt.
Aye, I'm coming.
So tell me, how'd it go?
Very well, thanks. I've got balls like walnuts. The nurses is tickled pink.
Who's talking to you?
Oh, forgive me. I made the mistake of thinking I still had a pulse there. Arrogant swine that I am.
Ignore him.
It went great. We met the spook. He goes to me, "Do you believe in the Lord God and his son Jesus Christ?" I goes, "Certainly, as long as he keeps his neb out of my business, live and let live." Then he said the same to Gash.
I kind of hesitate to ask, but what did you tell him?
The truth. Said I was an atheist.
I might be wrong, son. I mean, I've no formal religious training, but it seems to me if you want your daughter brought up a Christian, then a basic belief in God is a kind of minimal entrance requirement, no?
Not in here. But take what they get around here. I mean, buy an Easter egg and you're practically canonised, you know.
Shut it, you. Right, guys, come on. Bottom line.
Game on. We've got ourselves a christening.
Yes, let's celebrate. We'll go to my pre-party party.
I see, that's what we've been meaning to ask you, Mo. See, we're going to her dad's, just for a small bender. You think you might...
Nah, no way. Rab?
What?
Watch her, Wayne. We're away to wet the baby's head, then her neck, then immerse her entire body in cheapo sherry. Come on!
Thanks a lot. For somebody that's no good, you're no bad. Pops.
Hey, aye. And no taking her up the pub.
What kind of louse do you take me for?
You know, Rab, I've been thinking, having a vasectomy's quite a courageous new millennium man thing to do, really, isn't it?
When's she got you booked in?
Fortnight. No. We talked about it, and in the end, we both agreed that I should...
Do as you're told.
Covers it for me. What can you do? Once I've got their sights set.
I'm lucky. Isa's got me penciled in for a heart attack sometime next year. So she'd like 3 more twins like last time, as insurance, just in case.
How the hell do you get 3 twins?
You should have seen the one with the head. With that string between its ears, he'd a turnip lantern. Rab, I'd like your advice about something.
Sure, what?
It's Ella. She's having an affair with a guy for up the allotments.
How do you know?
She gave me this note.
Dear Jamesie, I'm having an affair with a guy from up the allotment.
She enclosed this tomato as evidence.
Gee, oh. That's a bit brazen, isn't it? You think it's maybe double bluff?
We've been married 20 years. We started a double bluff. So we're looking at least at a triple. Which means that...
I think you're... That's my granddaughter greeting, Jamesie. It's actually time for her walk, you know.
You'll give it some thought, will you?
Aye, sure, Jamesie, sure. But anyway, just leave it with me. Hey? This is Nesbitt country. As far as the eye can cry. Your grandpa was brought up round about here. I used to chalk on this very street, you know. Oh, yes. See, if I was a murder, I used to chalk in extra bodies just to piss off the CID, you know. You had to make your own entertainment in them days. Come on. I should feel quite at home here. Dead stones. Dead stones. Oh, everywhere you look, a Nesbitt at regular intervals. Great thinkers will tell you that's why we people have children, in order to cheat death. No, if you're scum, of course. If you're scum, you have children, so you can have somebody to run for the fags and the milk, you know. You can't cheat death. You've just got to go with the flow. Grandpa's no asleep, by the way, and he's just kind of resting his eyes, you know. Just resting his eyes.
Lost her? What do you mean you've lost her?
Well, 1 minute I had her next.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
All right. Just keep the heat. Worse things can happen.
Then losing your Wayne?
All right, lose the heat.
That's me. He's behind it. He's never lied to Wayne.
That's garbage. I love that, Wayne. It's you I don't like. What the hell are you doing?
I'm phoning the police.
Don't do that, for God's sake, are you mad?
How no?
Well, they'll blame us, won't they? I mean, we're scum, and we look like inbreeds.
They'll assume we've eaten them and they'll start digging up the floorboards.
But we're innocent.
I know, but that's where I keep my drugs. I'm telling you, Da, see if we don't get the Wayne back, I'll swing for you.
Don't you worry, son. If we don't get that Wayne back, I'll swing for myself.
My family? My family?
I know, Hen, at times like this you need your family.
No, that. There's only one set of bastards mental enough to do something like this, and that's me.
But I'm your sister. I love you.
Cut the crap. You've always been trusted.
Oh, I like that. You just bait them in and suddenly you're suspect.
Ah, company. Company? Are you sure you've got the right house?
Da, I've got some bad news. The Wayne's vanished.
Oh, no, I've got a new suit for the christening.
For God's sake, Dan, show a wee bit of sensitivity.
Oh, you're right. I should have remembered how I felt when I lost her mother. I got her back again. She'd just nicked out for a loaf, but gave me a bag 20 minutes. You know? What are you going to do?
I don't know, so long as we don't get in daft.
Too late. I've done it. I phoned the police.
Oh, my God. So, there's just one thing still puzzles me, Mr. Nesbitt. Why did you leave it so long before you reported this?
Well, I didn't want to waste anybody's time, did I? I wanted to exhaust every avenue of failure before I finally gave up and came to you.
Do you think you'll find her?
We'll do everything within our power.
Take that as a no, then, eh?
Please excuse my husband, officer. He's had a very stressful day. Plus, he's an ignorant arse.
That's all right, Mrs. Nesbitt. We're trained in the handling of such matters. I dare say it's been a stressful and traumatic time for all of yous.
That's reassuring to know.
Good. So in that case, you'll no mind if we dig up the floorboards, you criminal bastard.
Already done it.
Queer what can happen in a day, isn't it? And obviously it's all my bloody fault. Wish to God they'd snatched me instead of her. Then at least we'd know who we were looking for, you know. An 18-stone frustrated mother that wasn't choosy. All we know is she's out there somewhere. Where are you supposed to look? Where do you look?
La la la.
A melon, you say?
A melon. On the doorstep, first thing this morning.
What does the note say?
This is an anonymous tip-off, but if there's any reward, please contact James Cotter, 5 Restitution Street, Villain.
What's in the hole?
It's an address.
Hello. It's all right.
Rab.
Looks like I'll not be needing these after all.
Bridie.
She really is quite gorgeous, isn't she?
She's got Grandma's eyes.
And her grandpa's arse. Thank God she doesn't have to wear it for a face like I do.
And who are the godparents?
Oh, we couldn't manage to lay our hands on anybody normal, so we managed to get a couple of dog parents. That's the dog father.
All right.
And that's the dog mother. Honest, I'm no shagging him. It's just family.
Sadly, his wife cannot be with us today. She is, at present, finger painting in a medium-risk twilight zone near Motherwell.
Yes. Leaving me tragically alone, but open to offers.
I'm afraid not, Jamesie.
She's got a bloody cheek. Oh, shut it, you. Well?
Mary. Rab.
Yeah. Couldn't your family? Griselda's back.
What can I say? Hands up. I ta'en a header off the deep end. I was being treated for depression. Mind that time I met you up the hospital, Rab? It was just a wee Lenny, that's all. I'd have brung her back. I'd like to thank you two for no pressing charges.
No bother, Ella. After all, why lose a good babysitter?
Babysitter?
Oh, why no? The way we look at it, Ella must really like the Wayne, otherwise she would never have kidnapped her.
Aye, it's a compliment, really. Round here she could have had picked for thousands.
Is that wisdom, Mary? It's the world me talking through its arse.
Changing times, Rab. What can you do?
Get pissed?
Well, it's no Dr. Spock, but it'll do for me. Go on. Well, Rav, we've done it all, eh? Marriage, Waynes, Grand Waynes. What next?
A couple of hip replacements, heart attack, 2 urns on the mantelpiece. How's that going to have you?
Well, better make hay while we can, eh? You game?
Oh, I suppose so. I warn you, you'd better be good. Honeydews are in season right now. This is me since midnight.
Eyes like frisbees, he'd like a badly tuned radio, wee slivers of thought, scudding in and out like junk adverts. I mean, it's bad enough that I'm deranged. But new life has to turn me into a deranged insomniac. Just in case I get cocky, you know. I mean, look at us, look at us. The anonymous fraternity of Council Estate lighthouse keepers.
Still can't sleep, you say?
Still can't sleep?
Curious. Could you describe your symptoms for me, please?
Well, I lie awake at night, and my mind whitter-knowing. It's as if I've left my peace of mind in a chest of drawers somewhere. Then I've got to turn out every drawer in the world to try and find it. Does that make any sense to you?
How old are you, Mr. Nesbitt?
45.
I'm 43. Sometimes the bags we carry aren't always under our eyes. I'll tell you what, let's really shoot from left field here. We'll try a wee bit of word association. I'll say a word, and you reply with the first thing that comes into your head, okay?
Okay.
Dog.
Food.
Man.
Can of meat.
Woman.
Cat of meat.
Church.
Converted indoor shopping mall. You look as if that's told you something.
Yeah. You've told me I've no idea what you've got. But if you find out, please let me know, because I would have answered exactly the same as you did.
Another prescription then, eh?
Another prescription. How are you finding these?
Bloody useless, actually.
Aye.
Me too.
There's a lot of it about, Mr. Nesbitt, and yet it has no name. What would you call it?
Millennium Bug.
What's up with you?
Can't sleep.
Aye, the stress of high office can be a terrible thing.
Keep talking, Barboa. It helps me catnap.
Well, no wonder. How do you expect to sleep at night when you never do anything during the day? Look at me.
All right, let's look at you. How do you sleep?
No problem. Fistful of Sominex and a quarter bottle of brandy and I'm out like a light.
You see, there you go, there you go. It's nothing to do with how active you keep. It's a modern malaise, I'm telling you.
Garbage.
All right. Let's ask Doddy here.
Ask me any question, anything you like.
How do you sleep?
Standing up in the broom cupboard like everybody else.
For example. Andrew, what about you?
No bother. As soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm off.
Off where?
Off to the fridge for a tea cake and an iced pot. After 20 years of marriage, what else is there to do in a bedroom?
See what I'm saying? Everywhere you look. Poor souls pacing a flare at night. See? What about you, Carl?
What about me?
Show us how you sleep.
I sleep easy. First, I relax myself like this.
Like you relax?
Aye, down the one side, sure.
What happens if you want to relax the other side?
Easy.
Oh, no, I mean, what happens if you want to shut both your eyes at once?
At once? Are you kidding? Last time I tried that, I wakened up to find Ella poised over my wally with a cheese grater.
So in other words, you don't sleep?
Get real. Who sleeps nowadays? I dream about being able to sleep.
You see what I'm telling you? There is something missing from our lives here.
We've established that. It's called exercise.
I'm with Nori in this one. Mind when we were boys, we were out all the time, climbing trees, playing football.
Aye. Boyhood. Your sister's slingbacks, your mother's tights. Is that just me?
All right, I'll buy it. What kind of exercise do you have in mind?
A jog down memory lane.
Yeah. Good to the world.
Rab, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just marvelling at how uncomplicated the life of a child is. How safe, trusting and free from adult responsibility.
All right. Where are you going?
I'm away to play football with my pals.
Well, you better be back in time for your tea.
Who are you talking to, woman? I am 45 years of age.
Well, if you're no back, you're no going to get a pudding.
I'll be back.
Wait a minute. We're short of a goalpost. Anybody got anything?
No. Well, here we go. Medication. Medication, everybody. Get your medication.
Oh, pal, you're not allowed to play there. But there's a gravel pitch out the back. No, thanks. We'll take our chances. I hate gravel pitches. Every time you go down on them, you come back up with a rash.
I know. I had a bird like that once.
Right, we first pick, you pick up.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. What team are you?
I don't know.
All right, you can be politically correct United.
Who are yous?
We're Tits Nass Athletic. Tits Nass kick off. To me, Rob!
Oh, Jimmy! Andrew! Andrew! Yes!
Boys, it's the parky!
Lag it, boys!
Oh, wait a minute. What are you talking about? It's only a parky, there's us, for God's sake.
You don't understand, Rab. This is a new millennium parky.
Pronto, boys!
Right, come on.
Wait, boys! It's Andra!
What about him?
I think he's had a heart attack.
So what? This is his first. It's a three-strike rule. He's got another two before he croaks, isn't he?
No, boys. He's turning blue.
So? He's a hun, isn't he?
I think he's stopped breathing.
I can't help it, boys. I blame myself.
That's all right, Norrie. We blame you too.
Should have known he wasn't fit enough to play football. If only I hadn't got involved in that stupid argument with Nesbitt. Here's Rab.
What's the verdict, Rab?
Go ahead, Nesbitt. Tell us.
He's dead.
Oh, God.
Just kidding. No thanks to you psychotic bastard that you are.
What'd they say, Rab?
Choked artery. They've whapped him straight in his surgery. We'll know whether he's pulled through in the morning.
Poor Andra. I feel like half a man without him.
Well, I hope your half's got a wallet, because it's his round.
Shh. Did you hear that?
What is it?
Nothing. Just a short, awkward silence where a bad punchline should be.
Andra.
Didn't half give you the heebie-jeebies this millennium carry on, did it? Eh? I mean, there's 45 years between her and I. By the time she's my age, I'll be... Stop here thinking about this. I mean, let's face it, round here, if you hit 50 vertigo, you get a telegram for the Queen, don't you?
Oh, are you still no sleeping? You worrying about Andrew?
No. What's one less smurf in the world, eh? I just like watching the Wayne. Try to figure out how she's going to turn out in life, you know.
She really is gorgeous, though, isn't she?
Yeah. Makes me kind of glad I switched them.
Aye. It takes something like this to make you stop and question life. Obviously, I've only got 4 brain cells, so when I stop, I forget what the question was anyway. What do you think?
Oh, aye. It's a fascinating subject, right enough. Tell you what, why don't you get together with all the other fragments of your personality, take a wee stroll down to the basement, open the furnace door and walk in. That'll save natural selection a job, no? Rab, wake up, will you?
What's wrong?
It's Tweedledum here, he's doing my nappering.
Oh, never mind. For God's sake, I'll not belong to you, Jamesie. Excuse me, Mrs. Is it visiting time yet?
Yes, you can go in now.
That's this boys in we go.
I'm afraid there's only 2 visitors allowed in at one time.
Oh, hi. Pay no attention to a big man. He's a vacuum. I mean, see for yourself.
All right. I'll show you in. He's very weak. Try not to tire him out.
A bit difficult. He's asleep already.
He died 3 times on the operating table, you know.
Did he? Lucky bastard. We've got some amount of birds with a chat up line like that here, Alf.
I'll leave you with him.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Right, boys. Let's get a switch.
He's Wally.
No, it's Wally. He's Operation Scar. Look at that. Triple bypass. The dueling scar of the 21st century.
The fanny magnet of the new millennium. The Scarlet says, not only am I successful enough to afford stretch, but I've also gone 12 rounds with a Grim Reaper just to prove it.
Aye. Imagine one of us winning one of them.
Mind you, it fairly brings the bypass car crashing down market, didn't it?
Aye, right enough. When Robin Day hears a government man's got one of these, you're going to want to take us back to the palace along with knighthood.
Still, it's not as big as you think it would be, is it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. It's still a hell of a lot bigger than his Wally.
It's always weird when something like this happens, isn't it? Turns life upside down.
Aye. Rab's taking it bad, isn't he?
Not only Rab. What about Babette? It's a vulnerable time for her as well. Oh, don't even think about it.
Oh, relax. It was just a reflex action. This is about the only action you get in this gaff nowadays. Now that every bastard's turning cranky.
Your Rab's got hidden depths, hasn't he, Mary? Men can look awful sexy when they're thinking.
I don't think I like it, Ella. He's no been the same ever since he came back from the hospital with one of their leaflets. You know, there's a bit. Buddhism.
Buddhism is very fashionable these days. Richard Gere is a Buddhist.
So is a Buddhist one of they wee furry things you stick up your arse?
No. That's a different story, Babette. All right, Rab.
All right, mate. All right, Babette. You're looking well.
Aye, well, naturally she's hoping Andrew'll make a full and rapid recovery. But she's pumped on some lip gloss and a fresh pair of knickers just in case.
Who's looking after the wains?
Nobody. I've just tied them to a paraffin heater and here I am. Just kidding, Rab. You've got to stay plucky, haven't you?
Aye, well, grief affects people in different ways, doesn't it? Speaking of which, I've come to a decision.
Oh, aye. Go on.
I'm turning my back on Western civilization.
I tell you, the bastard's got a messiah complex.
Garbage.
How long are you going away for?
40 days and 40 nights.
What?
I'm just going to meditate, right?
Hear him out, Mary. Where are you going, Rab? The high plains of Tibet.
No. Somewhere a wee bit closer to hand than that. I feel more at one with myself already. There's something about cutting yourself off with society and setting yourself up as a hermit. Well, it puts you back in touch with your essential being, doesn't it? You bottle of buckfast, couple of treacle scones, Teletubbies alarm. Oh, yeah. We do that with this, will Put me in a nice state of Brahma before I go up my scratcher, you know. Goranga!
There. Wished, will you, wished? I don't know what's the matter with the Wayne these days. She's no sleeping at all.
Aye, it's probably the pressure of being at the top of her profession. I mean, let's face it, no matter how cutely you lie there and gurgle, there's always some younger, cuter gurgler coming up behind you, know what I mean?
She's only 3 weeks old. Are you saying she's over the hill already?
Put it this way, if I was a press agent, I'd be rigging up a fatal pram crash, get her name secured in romper legend, know what I mean?
What, rebel without a rusk? What do you reckon, Mary?
I reckon that Wayne would be a damn sight happier if you two didn't gallivant so much.
It's only 10 minutes past.
Aye, 10 minutes past bloody 4 in the morning. I'd never have dreamt of leaving my Wayne for that length of time.
Oh, aye. And that's how yous all turned out so well. One son in the jug, another that's done mere Charlie and Camilla Parker bowls, and a feather that's living in a bunker at the 19th hole of the pitch and putt. No exactly Oxo Katie, you daft bitch, are you?
Well, if you don't like it, you know what you can do.
Look, easy, come on now, easy, come on. I understand you're upset about that. That's why you're talking to your ass.
What? Will you wish? Will you just wish?
Look, easy, darling, come on.
Do you think he'll mind?
Aye. He's got a house by a golf course. He might be a bit posh.
No. Everyone loves a garden party, don't they? Thanks very much for taking us in, pal. It's hell of a cold out there.
No matter how long you live, Ruff, you never get used to it.
Allow us to introduce ourselves. We are the weathermen.
The weathermen? Why's that?
Because I'm pissed, he's steaming, and he's sodding.
Oh, very good. Do you care for a wee drink?
No, we never touch dinner wine. Like to try yours?
Aye, very good.
We call it 1-2-F.
1-2-F? Why's that?
Take a swig.
In ham.
I think I've gone blind in one eye.
Try another swig.
I've gone blind in 2 eyes.
Good. Try again.
Oh, for fuck!
I think we've found a friend.
You mean you actually had a house, Rab?
Oh,
You mean with a roof and all that?
oh, jeez, it had a roof, it had slates, drain pipes, windows.
All right, don't get flash.
You'll find things a bit rougher now that you're skipping, Rab.
Oh, I realise that.
You'll find the regime a bit harsh at first. 8 to 12, we rake the litter bins. 12 to 3, we go round and round in the underground, remembering the past. And from 3 to 10, we wander the streets cursing at the passers-by.
10 till 11, tennis lessons.
What?
We don't really have tennis lessons. We just fling it in for light relief.
Oh,
Death by instalments, Rab. And we like it. Think you're man enough?
I think you underestimate my commitment to despair.
There you go, boy.
You're all the best, you boy. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Oh, aye. He's still finding himself pissed in the gutter by all accounts. What about Jamesie?
It's taking Jamesie differently, Mary. He's started worrying about his health now. Oh, Cotter, will you relax? You're not going to get a stroke.
I know, but I thought I'd better get some practice in just in case.
How about the way, Mary? She's still no sleeping.
Oh, still the same, Ella. None of us have slept a wink in weeks. She just will not stop crying.
More?
Gash, I'm on the phone. As a matter of fact, what we're trying to do...
Oh, please.
Gash! What?
Oh, I've got a wee problem here. I think I need your advice.
What wee?
All right, pal, spare some loose change, eh? Can I give your gilt buttons a wee polish? How you pretty catch? Come on, chief. Oh, you're all the very best, you pal. Hey, ho. Let's face it, any fool can get religion, but it's a lot more fun getting bevy, isn't it? All right, missus. Oh, you're looking particularly lovely today. That's £1, please. Oh, come on. All right, you've got a fat ass. 50 pence. Only 50 pence, eh? Baby Krishna, 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 baby Krishna, 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 baby Krishna.
Well, that's solved that then. The meaning of life seems to be a knees up, a good bevy and a sing-song and a stupid accent. Simple all along, really, isn't it?
No yet, son. You know what they say? It's no over to the fat bastard squeals. Come on.
I've enjoyed today, Rab. It was a great day.
I've forgotten it already.
It wasn't that good.
Aye, sometimes you can go for a month and no remember a thing. It's special days like that, Rab, you forget for the rest of your life.
We're derelicts, Rab. Aimless, rootless, hopeless alcoholics. We don't mean to boast, but...
Go on. I don't think there's a closing question coming.
We've grown very fond of you over the past while, Rab. How would you like to be one of us?
One of yous? A weatherman? Me?
Give it careful thought, Rab. It's a big decision. Basically, you'd be going from a part-time alcoholic to a full-time professional.
It would mean giving up your house and your wife and your kids to become a hopeless derelict. What'd you say?
What can I say except... Hey, you dirty bastard!
Oh, you're a dirty bastard! Get us gas, please, Doc! Come on, move it!
Just my luck, yeah. In a few years, I could have been the mayor of Cardboard City.
Well, guys? To hell with it. I'm tired playing safe. I'm going to cross that line. Do you want a drink? There, I've said it. I feel better.
I'll have an iron brew. Well, I've got my liver to watch, you know.
Lemonade for me.
Large tap water on the rocks.
This keeps up. I'll open the laundrette, put Daz in the optics. What about you, Andra?
That's very nice of you, Norrie. I'll have the 3 pints my colleagues are too shit-scared to drink, plus 1 for myself. And, let's see. 4 bags of crisps, lard flavour, if you've got them.
That's what I like. A man who's not afraid to drink himself to death. Music to my ears.
What can I tell you? I found peace of mind at last.
Oh, well, you were always going to get there first. You've got the road map in your chest.
All right. I'll buy it, Tintin. How come you're so pleased with yourself, after all you've been through?
You want to know? It's what I was trying to tell you in the hospital, Rab, only you couldn't hear.
You were? What were you trying to say?
Death, Rab. Death is the best night's sleep I've had in years.
Nae crisps, Andra? Will this do?
My favourite nightcap.
Oh, it's good to get some peace at last, isn't it?
Aye. I wonder why she's sleeping again.
Oh, who cares? Let's just enjoy it.
So, you pump your arse out the window and you tell your ugly wee granddaughter the story of your life. How you drank all the drink, ate all the pies and shit logs that you could block the Clyde. It's all a load of crap, of course. It's the only thing that keeps her stupid wee yap shut, you know what I'm saying? So, Snow White goes, who's been eating my porridge? Do that again, I'll take the face off you, you stinky bastard that you are. 7 dwarfs sprang up and they gave her a severe doing. Because she was coven dwarfs, yeah. And you didn't take that kind of shite off anyway, you know what I'm saying? Let's face it, see, right down the bottom line, we're all weathermen. Even the lassies. So, anyway, as I was saying, the very next day, the social worker came round to see Snow White and said, do you want to press charges? And Snow White says, you're bloody right. I want them done for this matter.
Yes, I've been over the figures several times. I'm quite happy with them. If nothing unexpected happens with the interest rates, we have a go situation. Well, yes, let's. Bring Lucinda. I'll tell Phoebe. We can meet at the old coach house up at... Oh, Christ. Sorry, Lionel. I don't quite know what came over me there. I was...
God, you're still boys! Get torn into this scabby bastard!
Lionel, yes, we were saying.
Oh, my God.
Speak soon, Lionel. Goodbye!
You? You all right? You?
Oh, no.
Speak to me, Hugh. It's not back again, is it?
Bloody right it is, lady. I'm pure like that, so I am. Don't stand there slinging me the beady like I'm dated. It's all right for you with your laddie-da pish. The middle class in you goes all the way down. But you're no having a square go every day with your glottal stock. It's quiche, lady. Pure minging quiche.
Slinging you the beady? Pure minging keek? I don't understand.
Neither do I, Phoebe, God knows. It's just that every so often the beast rises, I hear the call, and I get homesick. Will you excuse me?
Freedom! Yabbas!
Oh! Going cookery show here. Never mind your Italian kitchen, or you can't cook, won't cook, just shows a pack of wild beasts staring at a carcass. Well, that kind of covers cuisine for us. Honest to God, I tell you, we'd have wolves up here opening supermarkets, doing spreads in Hello There magazine, showing after layer, you know. Yes, when Fang and I had the cubs, we decided we simply must have a bigger den. So we bought a B-listed tumble-down lair in the Cotswolds. The local schools are absolutely marvellous. Lots of nice fat children to sink their teeth into and carry home for brunch. We flight a comic fantasy there to hide my inner restlessness. But you'll have detected that with your subtle eye for detail. Because let's face it, there's only so long you can put up with this telly and slippers pish before you start to hear a call. Hello? Jamesie, don't tell me. You've heard the call. I'll see you in the pub in 10 minutes. Yeah, let's see. Open. Hold on, you. Oh, dear.
What's the occasion?
You wouldn't understand.
Well, if you can understand, this bar towel's in me a shout, so try me.
We'll give you a clue. It's a man's thing.
Are yous involved?
Yup.
Then it's a middle-aged drunk man's thing, am I right?
Rab, tell him.
Hey. Oh, it's Govan Rat Pack. Big Barney's annual birthday bash.
Only the cream of Scottish drunkenry get invited.
Rab's custodian of the invites. Last year I made the Rat Pack shortlist. I passed on drink capacity and upbeat chirpiness, but I failed on banter.
Banter is all important in a Rat Pack, Ander. 2 buckies, Norrie, and a claw hammer.
What's a claw hammer for?
You, I take it your feet are nailed to the flare.
That's very good, Rab. Let me write that down.
No! That is the whole point about banter. You don't write it down for... It's supposed to be spontaneous.
All right now.
No, I'm no all right. Tintin here trying to do banter.
What have I told you about that? You just upset people when you're trying to do banter. That's why you never get an invite.
Why do I never get an invite?
There's no postal service on Pluto. How'd you go on, Jamesie? Any new blood?
Well, there's 3 heart attacks, 2 strokes and a hepatitis B. There's plenty of new blood. It's just nearly it's theirs, that's all.
Well, if they can't take the stresses and strains of 3 days hardcore recreation, they're no bloody good to us, you know.
Oh, but me, Rab, give me a chance.
I'll give him a break, Nes, but it's only a party.
We can't take him. He's got heart trouble.
I don't care if I die. I've died hundreds of times.
Ah, but you don't realise the social embarrassment it causes the rest of us every time you croak. Hello, meet Andrew. Don't bother shaking his hand. Just give him a thump in the chest and loosen his clothing.
Last time I died, Jamesie loosened my clothing.
Oh, come on, it was a party. There was no birds.
I am sorry. No can do. As soon as you learn to get through an entire evening without ending up with a label tied to your toe, we will speak again.
I don't get it. What's so special about Barney's parties?
Barney is a prince among pissheads. The last of a breed. He's witty, he's engaging, he dispenses charm and good humour in equal measure. All in all, he is a consummate and masterly host.
For by that, it's your whole guaranteed.
Exactly. He's actually got that written in a coat of arms above his door.
In Latin, Holium Guaranteedium.
Any further questions? Well, in that case, we must away home to our wives. Many teeth to be lied through, and much old fanny to be spun. Good day.
Rab, I can hemorrhage at will. It's a great party trick.
Look, I'll put you on the reserve list, right? Just behind John Knox and Gandhi.
There's none in the telly. Saturday night as well.
Ah, I know. Yeah, listen, I think I'll maybe just have an early night sort of style, you know.
Why, you not going out?
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll nick out to a wee domino night, one of the boys just shoving up in Barhead, like, you know.
Domino night? Who is it?
I actually don't think you'd know him. A nice, quiet chap. Barney Finney?
Barney Feeney? You mean Barney Two Cocks Wake the Deed and Hunt them Feeney? That Barney Feeney?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I know is he keeps a nice set of spots, you know.
Keeps him doing his trousers by all accounts.
Oh, for goodness sake, Mary. I'll just nick along and say a quick hello. Be back round about...
Thursday?
The very latest. Depends on the buses, of course.
I don't know. I think that's a bloody selfish attitude. Leaving me here in my own a Saturday night.
Oh, come on, Mary, let's not get set in our ways. What's the big deal about a Saturday night? It's just like any other night, isn't it?
Well, if there's no big deal about it, you stay in, well.
What? On a Saturday night? Look, it's no good for two people in a marriage to spend too much time together. It kills the subtle magic of the apathy.
All right, you just go. I'll stay in and watch the wedding.
I knew you'd make me feel guilty.
Oh, just go.
Right. What about Gash and Bridie?
Oh, they're away out enjoying themselves. Remember the way we used to, when we were happy?
She was playing a good handy emotional poker there until she played the happy card. Well, I will see her happiness, and I will raise her some hurt feelings. I'm sorry you feel like that, Mary. Maybe under the circumstances it's better that we spend some time apart.
Rob!
She's good, but as long as I'm around, she's strictly second best. You know what I'm saying? Bye, Mary.
All right, Rob. She had me worried for a minute. How did you get out?
Well, it wasn't easy. I had to do 12 rounds with Dr. Gill. I mean, you're one of how many of these big championship fights is left in us at your age, you know what I'm saying? How about yourself?
Well, I did a terrible thing, Rob. I tell Ella her mother had died, and when she ran in hysterics to phone the hospital, I jumped out the window. I'm not proud of myself. Oh, actually, it was a great line. She ate it up like chocolate, no.
Well, that's the beast in you, James, isn't it? See, when the beast roars, makes you say some terrible things. But have you thought about what you're going to say when you get back?
Well, I'm not a religious man, Rab. I just hope when we get back that God in his mercy will have wiped out Ella and her family in a wee fatal car crash. Just save a lot of unpleasantness all around, you know.
Deep down, you have got a sentimental streak.
Well, I try to keep it hidden.
I think you should. Let's party.
Wait.
Oh,
OK, Dino. Now let's party.
Hello!
Oh! What?
I'll get him. All right. Oh, here we all are. Saturday night on the road to nowhere.
Wait. Where are we going to nowhere? We're supposed to be going to Bridie.
I was being metaphoric, you little prick. You see that? See what I'm going to put up with for friends? Is that any one of I walk alone by? What are you up, Ginger?
Ram.
Then, which one of you lucky people am I going to embarrass the hell out of by sitting beside you? Could it be you, maybe? Or you? Or what about you, eh? We are he'd turned studiously looking at the window, eh? I know your coy little ways, boy. I was sober once too, you know. Well, we'll be right back with a decision after this break. But first, a song. On the bridge of sighs. La 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 la.
Sit down or you're off the bus.
Aye, liver.
Butter them up, Rob. There's only one bus an hour.
I must say, driver, you do a very good job. under very difficult circumstances. It cannot be easy sitting there looking in your rear-view mirror with that turnip lantern there, he'd staring back at you, you know.
All right, pal. Do you have to pay extra for your dog?
All right, hen. We're pissed. You're being able to work that out with your fully functioning scum detectors, you know. We're actually on our way to visit some friends, you know, some honking alcoholics like ourselves. What about you? You look as if you're away to the Privet Hedge of the Year dinner or something.
Leave the bunt alone, Rob. She doesn't want to talk. I'm sorry, Hen. He's been in a course of these shyness pills, you know him.
That's not garbage. Of course he wants to talk. Everybody wants to talk. It just depends who's asking, doesn't it? Yeah, come on. Do not fear our simple native ways. We're postmodern, but we're very, very happy. We sing, we dance, we hunt for chips, we grow tumours, and we die. What about yourself? Are you happy yourself? Are you happy? What, is there anybody on the bus that's happy? Eh? Oh, it touched a wee bit of on there, a few sphincters twitching on the velvet there. But I'll tell you, if you're not happy now, you'll never be happy. Because life is about the journey, boy. There is no name on the destination board of life. There's just the eternal here and now. I'm a deep big swoon for a scumball, haven't I? Oh, with that wee smile, with that wee smile, playing across your fiddle there, Did I say something that tickled you?
As a matter of fact, you did. Where is it you said you were going again?
Barhead.
Good. Because you're on the wrong bus.
Stop the bus! Hey, John Merrick! Stop the bus! You're happy new, you bastards that you are!
Easy, Rob! Don't get upset, you'll lose the benefit of the drink!
Well, you old boy, it's Scotia. You've come home. When you walk through that door, you'll find a welcome you'll never forget. Whew! Everybody, I've returned to my wee bit midden in the glen.
Chings, Mary! It's your brilliant accountant cousin from far across the motorway, Shug!
Shug, you have returned to Caledonia.
Come in, it's nice to see you. Mind yourself, you're looking grand. Can't get easy, trying to please you. Man, you're welcome, here's my hand.
Everybody, I've returned to my wee bit midden in the glen.
All right, Shug. Welsh town, 4 letters.
Llandudno.
Try Rill.
Boys, for God's sake, is that any way to welcome one of your own folk back for some old-fashioned Govan hospitality?
You're right, Shug. What'll you have?
Whatever the boys are having.
You don't want to drink with us, Shug. We're second division.
Aye. All the normal people have gone away.
What's up, Shug?
Is that a karaoke machine over there?
Aye, how?
Better not. No, I had to join Karaoke Anonymous last Christmas. Do go on, Andrew.
Barney Feeney's birthday bash. We weren't invited because...
Somebody talk base lending rate to him, for God's sake.
Mary Hen! While your accountants, you bass! Man up!
Shug! Oh, you love Shug, Ella. He's manic-depressive like yourself.
Hey, Hen! Any requests?
Aye, N. Leonard Cohen.
How about Hey Macarena?
That's near enough.
What's the matter? Mary Hen, where's the Wayne? Shite! I must have folded her away in the airing cupboard when I was ironing my towels.
Right, everybody! Wayne Hunt party back at Mary's. Let's go!
You're the first to arrive. Oh. Wait here. You'll be that delighted to see us.
Right, yeah, Mrs. Feeney. Well, his mother's looking well for her age, isn't she?
No, that's his wife, Rab. You've just never seen her sober before, have you? You must have let her do it the pigeon loft for a treat.
There's something not quite right here, Jamesie. I mean, I can't put my finger on it, but...
Hats.
Hats! Oh, right.
That's the style. Hey, here he comes. Here comes the birthday boy. His first visitors. It's terrible the way his drinking friends deserted him after his accident.
Accident? What accident?
You didn't know? The heartbreak of Sinatra's death gave Barney a shock to the brain.
I had a shock to the brain.
I'm telling him, Barney. We had to seek remedial help.
I was in the loony bin, but I'm all right now. Any requests?
Oh, Governor, give them New York, New York.
Coming up. Hold gentle to the fjord. You had 10,000 men. Matter, hell, and he marched him down the day.
He made some nice new friends at the Twilight Home, eh? What he really misses is his old friends.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking, oh, for God's sake.
Oh, shite!
What's that?
I've left the carry inside. Let's go back and get it.
Wait a minute. You can't get in there, for goodness sake. You never, ever go back for a carry. I mean, what kind of hell raisers do you think we are? Hey, I would never be able to hold my belly up in public again if I did something like that.
Well, may I point out that the Frank Sinatra of Gyro Valley is currently sitting in a pair of Pampers sucking ready break through a straw? Now, if he can sing Begin the Begin for a high chair without blushing to the cheeks of his talcumed arse, then I'm bloody sure we can nick back in for Marine Swally bag.
Well, if you put it like that.
Times have changed. The old code has gone. Come on.
How? Must be some party if you're going back in for mayor.
Oh, I actually haven't had this much fun since I picked the scab off my TV jag back in '64, you know.
What? Is that age 64?
Is that a joke, or have you just got learning difficulties?
I'm smart enough to teach you a lesson or two, you prick.
Oh, no.
OK, pal, you have asked for it. Rab, hit him!
I couldn't be doing anything like that, didn't you?
I know.
Because I want to hit him.
Yes!
I left my heart diddly in San Francisco. To be where little cable cars climb halfway to the stars.
Jamesie, there's a bus.
Wait a minute.
What are you looking for?
My teeth. I've got my teeth.
Here.
Where?
And he's here. Grab him and bloody leg it.
You shite-tailed bastards.
Literally hold.
New York, New York, Chicago, San Francisco. This is what I'd miss, Stella. The old Scots song.
You know what the others, you and I, Shug. We're sensitive.
Excuse my interrupting, but I wonder, Ella, if you would do me the honour of having the next shag?
It's a very tempting offer, Dodie, but sadly it can never be.
Why, because I'm a married man?
No, because you're an ugly-looking bastard, and I'd rather shag a taboo. Now, F off. That's normal people trying to talk here. We were saying, Shug, a bit sensitive.
Thank you. And now, the hemorrhage from the ear. Thank you. How'd you get on with Ella?
Quite well. Basically, if I was single and someone else, I'd be in with a shout.
Take that as a maiden. And now, epileptic seizure with half twist and pike. Thank you.
I am so in love with you. Now I shout it from the house.
All right, Rab. Fancy I can.
As a matter of fact, Molly, all of a sudden, I can't be arsed.
Well, that's not like you. You being a drunken bastard, or not?
How the hell do you know what's like me? I mean, I don't know what's like me. So how the hell do you know what's like me, you patronising wanker, you are?
All right, you're a complex, multi-layered drunken bastard. I apologise.
Because I will tell you this, boy. Second thoughts, I'll tell you bugger off. Aye, silly or mellow moments.
All right, Jamesie, where's your hat?
Consigned to history. At this moment, Barney Feeney's probably using it as a bolt for his Lego bricks. Where's Ella?
Well, if we tell you that Shug's using her ass as a doorstop, does that give you a clue?
Correction!
Jamesie!
Welcome home.
Hey, Jamesie, look here now.
Bitch, stop shagging my family. Shug was unsullied to you, dictum.
Away and go to up your own ass, full of hips.
Repeat after me. Life is pish. If you were middle class, it would be called pish. Luckily, you are scum. Therefore, the pish is lava hot. You will be skint, battered, exploited, lied to, cheated and despised. But with any luck, at least I'll never be bored, eh? Someday we'll build a house upon a hill. You and I, shiny and new.